Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to say, Call Yada, YAHAWAH'S, YAHAWAH, Yahweh, Alam, Wa Alam. All praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh. Yahweh only, forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this dewy off real fast. I'm tripping. Doing some other stuff. I hate when that happens. But I hope everybody out there doing good, doing good. You know what I'm saying? What is discernment? Now that's something to ponder on. Now we know, like in the scriptures, we know that like King Solomon, for instance, right? Was it First Kings 3:9? He says, "Give therefore your servant an understanding heart to judge your people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this? You so such a great people." Salah. Now, discernment is something very vital to our community. Um, Good discernment is vital. There's a difference between good discernment and bad discernment, right? Trying to get a good lighting. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. This should be cool for now. Try to do a little more reading. So, one thing that I've noticed, right, as an inspector, um, dealing with multiple people, you know, dealing with multiple housekeepers that I'm in charge of, right? They all have different personalities. They all have their different aspects of work. Hey, Shalom, UVT. Shalom, I tap it in before I got to head out to the captivity, YAHAWAH'S all day. Hey, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong mentally, you know. But yeah, discernment. So when I'm dealing with 4 or 5 different housekeepers, I have to start paying more attention and in like who is doing what, right? Let me see if I can change this whatsoever fast. Give me a quick second, y'all. I want to read off a quick definition of discernment. Okay, there we go. Hold on. My phone tripping. Okay, end it. Dang. Anyway, the definition of discernment is being able to judge a situation rightfully, right? And us as men, especially the men, you know what I'm saying, of the Most High, it's important that we do the same thing. For instance, right? I can walk into a room, and even though like the last time, I had an Impelling Idea, and I came, with the sticky roller and stuff, and showed how even though it looks white, you know what I'm saying, there still could be some debris amongst the surface, right? So I go into this room. So this is how I would start off, right? Well, starting off. So first thing I'm going to discern is this room actually clean, or was it just quickly touched up? And just having the eye to see what has been happening, even though you may not have been there or you don't know what's happening, but you want to discern or have a better understanding of what's going on, right? Which I'm gonna bring some scriptures out that show us that as men of Yahweh, we are supposed to have discernment. And it's actually a hard thing to have. And sometimes, you know, actually discernment, having discernment can sometimes cause you to misjudge a situation, and you know, be stiff necked on the fact that if you're wrong or not. You know what I mean? Just because you've had discerning moments. So once again, I could look at this bed, right? And I could tell whoever did it. I know who did it. I ain't gonna say his name, but I could just tell who did it just by the way the pillows are, right? This is not acceptable. Okay. But it's not that much of a deal to go to, you know what I'm saying, to try to go and write them up and all of that for it, right? And that's what we got to realize as having discernment as well. You know, that's another thing we got to have discernment as well. Then, um, well, just because you know, a person may mess up in the truth. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that he can't bounce back, but that doesn't mean that you sit and hope for him to, you know what I'm saying, to quit being wicked when you can see the time away or whatever, he's not changed. You know what I'm saying? There's no, there hasn't been any discernment on his own self. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, so another thing that I've learned in being, as an inspector is when you're dealing with certain people, you know how uh, to come at the situation. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to so for like this room, for instance, right? One thing I know that I need to check 100% because I know who cleaned it. I need to check the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that I need to check. Now I might go to another housekeeper and they do a better job, and I know one thing that they always do is check the refrigerator. So even though I might check it, if I'm like in a quick rush, I don't need to check. I can look in the room, say I can smell it and say, okay, well, this person did this room, this person did that room. Just having the discernment on how they move. You know what I'm saying? How they, yeah, how they move. That's why, I'm a big believer in uh, Malachi. What chapter is that? Malachi chapter 3, I believe. Yeah, Malachi chapter 3:18. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serves Yahweh and him that serves him not. So, in order for us to elevate to that type of level, you know what I'm saying, to recognize if a person that claims that they're in the Torah, if we want that discernment, we have to discern in life as well. Discerning in the Torah helps us discern in life situations. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I could save my own butt. I could save my own time. Like right now, I went through all the rooms that I know one of our A1 housekeepers, they do. You don't find out a lick of nothing, right? Guess what? She done saved me about 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. You know what I mean? But if I didn't discern that and I just looked at all the housekeepers the same, then guess what? I would be running around here fixing stuff just because one person always is messing up. That means everybody else is gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. I don't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying, try to make it seem like, or he think he got discernment. No, I'm just saying how to discerning and knowing discernment is two different things. We can discern things all we want, but if we don't analyze um the situations, then we won't understand that we're discerning. We'll think we just tripping, right? For instance, when I was younger, I always questioned why are our people at the bottom? Why do we not like each other? Why are all these things, right? And my discernment from just looking at our situation seemed to be of the people in the Old Testament. Remember, I grew up in church. But because I didn't have that discernment of the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? I thought I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that we got to realize is when you get comfortable with the Most High and you allow Him to just you ask Him to open your eyes, like what does it Psalms 119 say? When you ask the Most High to open your eyes, guess what? He's gonna open your eyes. Now, but this is the thing, just because He opened your eyes, remember, it's been a lot of people that Most High used, and then because of their discernment, basically, and didn't understand the way they was moving, they got, knocked off the mission, So that's always something to think about when it comes to this community. You know what I'm saying? You got to have discernment, and that's why a lot of people, when you um when you say something to them in the scriptures that they didn't discern, they look at it as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go and tell people, you know what I'm saying, it's Yahweh only. And you start going through the scriptures and stuff, showing them that, you know what I'm saying, it's just the Most High and it's Him only. That book, the dude in the back of that book is not true. You come out of good love, you know what I'm saying? But because they don't discern, that Yahweh hasn't given them discernment, you know what I'm saying, to it's him alone. So they don't, you know what I'm saying? They look at you like you're the stupid one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, Sean Betts. Sean Betts says, because they feel fooled, they take it out on you, Khan. You know, and that's the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking it out on, because the fact of the matter is, even us. What does the scripture say? That Ecclesiastes, King Solomon was saying, at the end of all this is vain. You know, he's sitting there, like, I done had everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And what all I discern about all of this is, you know, it's it's vexing. You know what I mean? And that's the real reality of most of the men that were being used. St. Chan says black. Yeah. Um, but that threw me off. But anyway, you know, that's why a lot of the people that was used by Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? That's why it was him. That's why it was those men that went through much more. And that's why people like that have understanding would say, Ezekiel could have been a suffering servant. Yasharal is a suffering servant. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, it's just they discerned the 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 things that was gonna happen to Yasharal. They understood that people like Saint Chance was not gonna have discernment enough and be so hateful towards his people that he would come on here when people talking about serving the Most High to get their nation back in order. Good Toby, huh? Obey the white man and believe in his religion. Poor discernment. Poor discernment. There's nobody else that fit the curses than us. And that's why I'm saying it's important to have discernment, because a person without discernment, they would say, well, yeah, the Old Testament is a white man's religion. But then our people that know that they Yasharal, they had the understanding, discernment that they was Yasharal. You tell them the New Testament is the white man's book. It's a white man's religion. And they're gonna call you a fool because they don't have any understanding. They don't have any discernment. You get me? See, even what is this? Ezekiel 44:23. It says, hold on. Okay, there you go. Ezekiel 44. I did not put no dang Leviticus. Ezekiel 44. All right. And I'm going to start at verse 19. Ezekiel 44:19. And when they go forth into the utter court, even into the utter court to the people, they shall put off their garments wherein they ministered, and they lay them, and lay them in the holy chambers, and they shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments, neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only poll their heads. Neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court. Verse 22. Neither shall they take for the wives a widow, nor uh nor her that is put away, but they shall take maidens of the seed of the house of Yasharah, or a widow that had a priest before. I ain't, that's not where I'm even going with this. I'm going to 23, but I just want to stop right here real fast and to show you, like, okay, like, hypothetically, right? A person's like, yeah, I am the high priest. Hey, shalom to the 22 people that are in here. It's 22 people in here. Praise Yahweh. And when I get off this live, it's gonna say it was only two. But anyway, where I was saying, what I was going with this, damn, I forgot. Oh yeah. So this verse 22, for instance, right? Right here it says, but they shall take maidens of the seed of the house of Yasharah, or a widow that had a priest before. Thinking about people that, there's multiple people in Israel, in Yasharah, calling this, uh, saying that they're priests, right? Okay, you're a priest, but if you don't know the woman, and we know Levites only supposed to have Levites, right? If you don't know the woman of Levite, and you say you Levite, you ain't supposed to be with her anyway, because that ain't even a priestly thing. But if she had discernment and was reading, she would understand. Wait a minute, we don't know who we are. How is he a priest? I'm just saying. Anyway. So anyway, verse 23. I was just picking buttons. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. That go right back to Malachi 3:1. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Uni, just like, yeah, I'm with you 100%. I don't know who I am, but I do know I'm people of that book for sure. You know what I'm saying? And some people, like, you have to, like, here's a point of discernment. If, like, okay, um say other dark people, right, might come to the Americas, right, and people might ridicule them. You know what I'm saying? Well, we just dealing with a wicked place. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we go back to your country, this and this. Now, just because some racial slurs been thrown at them, a person would be like, oh, well, I fit the curses, but they haven't been plundered. Their nation hasn't been plundered like ours. You know what I'm saying? Or their own, like, just you could keep be getting pulled over by the police and all of that, right? But if you're not following the Most High, and them curses haven't come on you, and you just getting away with everything, you just you know what I'm saying, you just got some black skin. That's it. And you still gonna get favors shown on you. You know what I mean? But that's just a little bit discernment. So hey, whoever this Saint Chance person was, you may not be an Israelite. You got to read it. You got to read the book in order to understand who you are before. Like, a person that's a quote unquote white person, right? A quote unquote white person. They can't read that book and fit anything that, you know what I'm saying? But it might be a couple that look like them that can go at a book and say, no, I also got family, you know what I'm saying, that go back to slavery, all of that, and my grandparents, and I can show you them, and you know what I'm saying, they look like you, not like me, type thing. It's possible. But that's discernment again. Well, we can see like people like GMS, they don't have discernment at all. They got what they call them speckled bird. They got people looking like this, look like this color. You feel me? And they're talking about some ock. No, no, you is not. You is not. No, you got to have discernment. It said, and they shall teach my people the difference between holy and profane. You know, holy and profane. Just because he's saying the holy name, which is Yahweh, Yah, just because he's saying that, that doesn't mean that he's holy. He could be profaning the name, you know. Hey, Ezekiel, what's good? What up? What up, fam? Shalom to all y'all, for sure, everyone. Peace, peace. Nice to see you. Yeah, Uni said, even though they were slaves, their indenture was honored. So it's still different. They weren't chattel slaves like us. Good discernment. See, iron sharpens iron. You see what I'm saying? That's discernment. See, a lot of people see remember something. The reason why we're gonna need to hop more on this discernment thing is because we're in the age of information, and AI is able to make anything now. You know what I'm saying? They're able to go in and make a whole live story up. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta discern, even like with other books, have have discernment with them. You see what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm just saying my discernment of it is I know that there could be truth in those books, but I also know my discernment is I'm not finna be part of Isaiah 20 what was that that precept on precept, here a little, there a little. I ain't trying to have it make me fall backwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. But the moral of the story, what I'm trying to say to everybody is if we really want Most High to move us up out of here, we have to start making better decisions and discerning more. I'm working on myself, bro. I'm the more I analyze myself, I understand like, okay, these are some things I need to grow up in. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I started to realize a lot about myself just because I analyze and just thinking, trying to discern. Well, what am I doing? What have I done? Did I do something wrong? If I did something, or sometimes listen, your discernment can help other people, and your discernment can ruin other people. You know what I mean? So if you don't take the time out to stop real fast and discern the scriptures. Some people will read them, oh, that's powerful, and then they just go pick scriptures and make videos. Just pick the scriptures, but they don't even realize like it's really deeper than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, yeah. He said, you know, he keep talking about um discern and Malachi 3:1. He keep talking about we gonna have okay. The reason why I'm saying is because how discern it is, if you don't know the difference between who's serving the Most High and who's not, you could reap the benefits of their punishment, their judgment. You know what I'm saying? For instance, all those people that was in the Mona, right? Now, kind of a, it ain't, because I ain't trying to be ass or anything with it, so it ain't even like that. But like for the people in the moment, right? The scriptures say, "Curse is the man that tries to fortify the city," right? Trying to build it back up. Now, if they had the discernment, they wouldn't look at it as we're following him into here. They would look at it as we're doing what the Most High said not to do. You know what I'm saying? But they don't discern that. They just discern, well, that's the dangerous part of following that book, the New Testament, anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing about it. You know, man, that book, man, that book is dangerous. It'll have people moving, going somewhere where they know they ain't got no business going. You see what I'm saying? But the lack of understanding and discernment will make you do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So let me give me a quick second. I hope I can get this. Let me see something. All right. Okay, so I got this. Give me one more second. Boom. All right. All right, I'm back. All right. So let's see something real fast. I'm gonna look up the word discernment. Okay. Quick second. All right. And my bad, y'all. I didn't lose connection. I had to I was actually trying to look up the definition of something. I'm doing two things at once on my phone. So okay, so discernment. Discernment is the ability to judge well. It involves the capacity to accurately assess situations, people, and ideas, and to make sound decisions based on that understanding. Okay, so now we get a better understanding. It's basically insight. You know what I'm saying? Like the ability to see further, like beyond the surface type, and understand like signifying like significance of certain things. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember, like I was saying earlier, my last video, the surface. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at deeper than the surface. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me show y'all something else. All right, I'm in the bathroom, right? All right. So I'm looking. I'm looking. Now, according to the standards that I'm looking for, I'm like, okay, I can see this was done. All right. But like then I'll see this. If I see something like this, then now uh my insight has changed if I see a small thing of toilet paper, right? So now that's gonna make me do this. I'm gonna turn this off, right? Because my judgment at this point, it was decent, but then when I seen one discrepancy, you know what I'm saying, I need to analyze more. So I turn this light off. Purple light. So let's see. I want to make sure I don't see any. Now, boom. Now I done seen this person may have wiped this down, but they did a quick wipe down and didn't actually try to get that off, which probably ain't nothing but like, I don't know, toothpaste or something. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know how these people be doing stuff. But anyway, you know, that was my judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that gave me the capacity to form like the opinion and make a wise decision. Okay, should I just let this go past? Or now I need to analyze it deeper. You know what I'm saying? That's even with us. We do stuff. We might fall off. We might make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, okay, wait a minute. And I thought I was doing right. I thought I was moving according to the Most High. But you did something wrong. It's okay. It's cool. Analyze yourself more. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's also like discrimination. You know what I'm saying? And like distinct, like how to distinguish between what's true and what's false. It looks like it's Kodash, but is it or is it Ra? You know what I'm saying? Is it bad or is it good? Yeah, a person can have thousands of subscribers, and they're bringing a whole message, powerful message. You see what I'm saying? But if they show malice in their heart and no way of forgiveness coming back to the congregation, then it ain't being judgmental if you see, wait a minute, this brother may just have some stains on him. It ain't nothing bad about oh, we all sin. You know what I'm saying? Solomon said it ain't not one person that don't. But you gotta have intuition enough, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing without like a conscious reasoning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta beyond a reasonable doubt is basically discernment. So even if you do wicked discernment with beyond a reasonable doubt, nobody could reason with you in what you discern. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that dude, he did this. He's such and such and such. Why are you saying that? Oh, well, we had a conversation. Well, what was the conversation about? Are you trying to amp up something like it's something that is not, or you know what I'm saying? You this is how you discern it. See, discernment is like a valuable skill in many areas of life. This says personal relationships, career choices, spiritual growth, and decision making. I guess, you know, that's what it takes. I mean, so that basically mean that all of us, you know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that are in this truth for the long run, we got to make better decisions. We have to discern, you know what I'm saying? Don't allow somebody to distract you from a person can act like they come in peace and they want to correct you on something that you might be willing to accept the correction. But if you don't discern it properly, a person can be tricking you and reeling you into a cult or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't discern it the right way. You ain't analyzed like, okay, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? What's this about? You know, that's why you're supposed to seek wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Read that Torah. You know what I'm saying? Listen to sound doctrine, bro. You know, practice thinking more and more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as you analyze situations, you can analyze yourself more in order to make better decisions for your family, the choices at your job. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have your bosses coming and asking you what's the best situation, what's the best way we should handle this. But it only comes from Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it, man. You know, I ain't really had too much. I got a few more rooms and stuff I need to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. I pray the Most High blesses y'all. Hey, Shalom, Uni Big Tree. You know what I'm saying? Sean Betts and who else? Ezekiel and the Trolls, Saint Chance. Shalom to y'all. I pray the Most High blesses you and keep you in perfect peace. It's your brother as well with another impelling idea. Shalom.